Now, I want to take a look at this game called Unrecord. This has been popping up all over my feed recently because it's like this super realistic body cam VR game. Is it not VR? It looks really weird for not being VR though. Hold on, let's look at the footage. So it's supposed to be like a single player FPS where you're like looking from the perspective of a body cam, and like the animation, it feels really weird. But yeah, so it's supposed to be a single player FPS. And this is like really early footage of the game, and already this like right here looks kind of crazy. It's on Steam, you can wishlist it. The body cam is given VHS movie series. It could do something cool like that in this game, honestly. I think it has potential to do cool stuff like that. We'll see where it goes. So apparently it's not VR. When I first saw this, I thought it would be like a VR type game, but also the graphics look insane. Like you guys can see already, this is in Unreal Engine 5. I don't think there's no way the game can possibly look like this when it comes out, right? Alright, let's give this a watch. Like, the flashlight as well looks crazy. Like, it looks, like, way too good. It doesn't feel like it's a game. It feels like someone's actually just went out and recorded and put some, like, VFX over it. I feel like it must be, like... It must be the effects in this game that do a lot for it. Like, looking at... The textures look way too good. It's kind of uncanny. It's got that Uncanny Valley sort of vibe to it, where it looks... Like, it almost looks like reality. But then you have, like, guys, like, the zoom there. Hold on. Can we slow that down? There's a lot of blur on that guy moving. This looks like some horror game stuff right here, where this guy runs past. Actually, that looks pretty good, actually. Like, it's slowed down. It looks... You can, like, very clearly see him running. And he chases after him.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
The UI looks a little, Yeah, the UI looks a little like a, one of those, like, not visual novels, but one of those, like, FMV games. It's got that kind of UI feel to it. Yeah, it's also the Telltale Games sort of vibe as well. The FMV games, it very much... I mean, maybe it's because it looks so realistic, it kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, I feel like the effects must do a lot for it. Yeah, you actually have, like, numbers on there as well. The face is blurred, which I guess is part of the body cam. Like it being body cam footage, I guess they're just doing that for effect. Like, the movement is crazy, though. I'm surprised it's not like VR. Because I don't know how this movement would feel when you're actually playing the game. It feels, I don't know, because you've got to, like, aim, and then you're also, like, moving around. And it feels very, doesn't feel like game, it doesn't feel smooth like game movements, you know? I feel like it would feel very weird. I don't see why people say it's impossible, it just filters a cam in weird places. I don't think it's impossible, but it looks, like, some of the textures look really good. It could just be the filters and stuff, but it makes it look very... very realistic, and then I feel like it couldn't possibly look this good on like a normal PC. I don't know. Give an extreme hardcore Henry vibes, and maybe we'll see some tactical reloads. I don't think it gets that wild. It does kind of feel like you're watching a movie. Like here, like this... Like, back here, it kind of looks, you know, the filters, you can kind of tell it's very grainy. So that probably does a lot there. But, like, when you get into this room, it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's hard, it is hard to distinguish. Like, it's looking really good. It's kind of crazy. What's that, a drone? Like, I think maybe looking at the gun looks, the gun doesn't look as real. Like the hands, I don't know. Like every now, like the glare on the van here as well. That looks kind of insane. Like, it'd probably be very possible to fake a game like this. I don't know, going out, recording something, and then throwing a bunch of VFX over it. Don't think that's what this is, but it, you know, it does look insane. And this is not VR in any way. You guys are sure? There's a dialogue option here. You will pay.
Where the fuck is Oscar?
Oh, okay, nope. Oscar's not there. Like, imagine a horror game with, like, these sorts of visuals. Like, look here. Like, imagine a horror game with this in VR. This would actually be terrifying. Yeah, you could actually do Blair Witch. There's been a Blair Witch game, which I think was, I think it was okay. It is a horror game like that. I think that was only a few years ago, but, like, it doesn't look as crazy as this. But yeah, I think, so in this it's a single player game, you play like a cop, you've got to do like some detective stuff as well. That's supposedly the premise. It does look insane though, like... I don't know, I don't know if I can see the game looking this good when it actually comes out. We've seen some really insane stuff be made in Unreal Engine 5. But I don't know if it'll play well. I don't know. They've also been like, hey guys, this isn't fake. Where did they put out the video? Hold on. Unrecord. Hold on, I kind of want to look at the comments real quick. What are people saying? For almost 40 years, games, including me, have called the newest game so realistic, but this may be the only game ever that's truly earned that title. For sure, this is a milestone in gaming. It does look very real. I like the blur solution of the face. Everyone knows how hard it is to animate. That actually probably does help a lot as well. The camera effects, the camera effects and the sound design really do add to it. I don't know how this would play well with the movements. That's all I'm like thinking. Because some of these like bits where they're looking around feel like, I guess maybe you look around, you can only aim once you right click in or something. Let's see, is anyone else saying anything interesting here? Been years, if not decades, that a video game has truly impressed me. This is unreal. No pun intended, I assume. It is super hard to tell whether this is like I could see a lot of people looking at this and being like, is this a game? Like, even for me, I'm looking at this and being like, is this a game or is this a bunch of VFX artists messing with us? Okay. Let me see if I can find Unrecord. I think Unreal Engine 5 proof. They put out like a video or something being like, hey. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is it. It was the Twitter. Yeah, it was on the Twitter. I was hoping it'd be on YouTube. So this is like them actually showing it off and no clipping through stuff. So it is real. They could have faked this as well, though. You never know. I'm really surprised this isn't VR. It feels like it would work very well in VR. But yeah, this is them just like throwing the model in at certain places and just playing. That's when they pull out and they can see how much armor they got. I feel like, I don't know. The movement feels like, I don't know how well the movement would work. The movement just feels like it would be very clunky to me. But like, it looks like it would be a VR game. So yeah, that's the proof that it's real. They're like, hey, it is real, guys. And this is actually up on Steam. Do they have the Steam link here? It is on Steam. I don't know if they have any more screenshots or anything there. They do have some more screenshots. There's one inside a house. TV on the wall. There's one in the back garden. Well, the bullet casing's just flying out. It's like any other first-person shooter, just looks really nice visually. Yeah, I guess they also have the body cam angle. I think it could be very interesting. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff they could do with this game. Just depends on what they want to do. It just looks insane. My PC's gonna need an upgrade, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, Unrecord is a tactical shooter where players can expect an immersive and narrative experience. Unrecord features complex dialogues, innovative, I don't know if it'll be that complex, innovative gameplay mechanics, tough moral dilemmas, and a unique shooting system. The storyline in Unrecord can be compared to a detective novel or a thriller, which sounds very cool. I'm down for something like that. We'll just see how it goes. It's not gonna be that like crazy. It's not gonna have like 20 endings. It'll be complex dialogue in the way, The Walking Dead was complex in its dialogue. The player will have to investigate several criminal cases and confront a diverse cast of characters. The game's plot and presentation will be central to the gameplay experience, and players can anticipate a range of gameplay sequences as well as numerous plot twists. So I feel like there's got to be like some of these segments here that are very, very scripted. I feel like that's going to be the case, right? Because it looks so good. It feels like it's going to be very linear, very scripted. That's the impression I'm getting. All original aiming system, free aiming system with authentic ADS and unrestricted hand movements. I don't know what that means, but I am very curious because the movements is what I'm very curious about. Die and retry combat with a technical and minimalist approach. No room for errors. It's up to you to develop your own tactics. Make dialogue choices that impact your experience even during combat. And yeah, the body cam, it looks very cool. Again, graphically, it looks insane. I'm very curious to see if this goes anywhere and how it turns out. So yeah, we'll have to see if it holds up. They have a lot of potential for stuff they could do. Again, with the whole body cam gimmick, you have the body cam go off for certain segments or like fall, and then have story stuff play out. You can do a lot in between, I think. So it'll be cool to see. But that is Unrecord, which is super interesting. Is this their first game, actually? It is their first game. I don't know if the devs are from anything else. Unrecord devs. Developer is considering console versions. Yeah, I don't know if they've worked on anything else, which is the only thing that's like throwing me off a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what it turns out to be. I think it could be very cool.